we start is question number 6. Cos inverse 12 upon 13 plus sin inverse 3 upon 5 is equal to sin inverse 56 upon 65. Remember what I told you. Single term, many terms. So many terms will be substituted with some other variable like x and y, and those inverse trigonometric functions will be converted into the single term, whatever it is given in the form of maybe sine inverse, cot inverse, tan inverse, whatever. In the previous question we solved for tan inverse. Now in this question we will solve for this sine inverse. So for sine, so let us start the solution. This is equation number 1. Let sine inverse 3 upon 5 is equal to x. First you can take this because conveniently we start with sine and then cos and then tan, that's why we have taken this first. So sine, you can take this also as x, no problem in that. So sine inverse 3 upon 5 is equal to x, as I solved in the previous question. So sine x is equal to 3 by 5, and then same thing is 3, 5, and then base will be 4 only. So here then since our this right hand side is in sine, so that means, so here as you can see, I'm going to write cos x. Why? Because the right hand side is sine inverse. So in the left hand side we will be converting this, actually both the things will be converted into sine a plus b. What? Sine a plus b. And when you expand sine a plus b or x plus y, whatever it is, so you will be in a need of sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. So that means if it is x, then x, y, x, y. So if you have a sine x, then you must have sine y also, and if you have sine x, then you must have cos x also. So that's why sine x we have 3 upon 5. So I'm going to find out cos x. Base upon hypotenuse is equal to 4 upon 5. So then next step is let cos inverse 12 upon 13 is equal to y, then cos y is equal to 12 upon 13. Similarly, this way cos of y is equal to, here it is for y, so base upon hypotenuse 12, or here it is 13. So 13 169 minus 120 144. So here it is 25. So 25 square of 25 will be 5. So now sine by perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so 5 upon 13 here. Now we'll go back to the question with all these values here. So we'll substitute all this supposition in one. We get what we get. This is x, so I'm going to write it first, x plus y, as you have this cos inverse, and then is equal to sine inverse 65, taking both sides sine. So what will happen? Sine x plus y is equal to 56 upon 65, question number 2. Now as I told you, this is our target, sine a plus b, sine x plus y. Since sine x plus y, the formula is sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. We'll substitute all these values. Sine x is equal to 3 upon 5, 12 upon 13, and then plus cos x 4 upon 5 into sine y 5 upon 13 is equal to 12 3 the 36 upon 65 plus 5 4 ja 20 upon 65. This is equal to 56, 36 plus 20 upon 65 is equal to right hand side answer. Simple, so simple if you understand it fully. If you understood, let us go for the next one. Prove that. Next is little different. Ninth, tan inverse root x is equal to half of cos inverse 1 minus x upon 1 plus x. This you have to prove it. If cos inverse 1 minus x upon 1 plus x into 1 by 2, then it is equal to tan inverse root x. Go for the solution. Taking right hand side, this looks complicated, so always you should try to take the complicated side first and then solve it and go reach to the simpler one. So half cos inverse 1 minus x upon 1 plus x. You can see here cos inverse, and here we have x. So as I told you, 1 minus tan square theta, 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta is the formula for cos 2 theta. In that case, cos inverse and cos can be removed. So let us go for this. X is equal to tan square theta. We are putting x is equal to tan square theta. Why? To make it cos 2 theta. So then if we put x is equal to tan square theta, then root x, taking square root of both sides, root x is equal to tan theta, and theta would be tan inverse root x that we need at the end of the question. So let us go for the question. Half cos inverse 1 minus, now x is tan square theta, so tan square theta we are going to substitute here upon 1 plus tan square theta is equal to half cos inverse, this is cos 2 theta. This formula is for cos 2 theta. Now cos and cos inverse removed, and 2 and 2 will also be removed, this 2 and this 2. You understood now? This cos inverse and cos removed. Now half into 2 theta. So this is nothing but 2 to cancel is equal to theta. And what was theta? Tan inverse root x is equal to left hand side, hence. So simple. Next question. Question number 10 looks very complicated, but again very simple. Cot inverse under root 1 plus sin x plus under root 1 minus sin x upon under root 1 plus sin x minus under root 1 minus sin x, only plus and minus difference, equals to x by 2. Again I told you a complicated side you should take first and then reach to the simplest or simpler side. Then taking left hand side of this question, that is cot inverse under root 1 plus sin x plus under root 1 minus sin x upon under root 1 plus sin x minus under root 1 minus sin x. Now as you can see here, plus minus only this difference is there, so we will rationalize this denominator so that we have a square minus b square in the denominator and a plus b whole square in the numerator. So after rationalization, cot inverse, what we will have, we are going to write here, understood now? What is that? Under root 1 plus sin x plus under root 1 minus sin x. Same thing we have written in the denominator also, under root 1 plus sin x plus under root 1 minus sin x. Now look at here, this is a plus b, this is also a plus b, so a plus b whole square, and here a minus b, and here it is a plus b, so it is a square minus b square. Got it? So this is equal to this square and square root cancel, square and square root cancel, and that would be in the numerator a plus b whole square. So a square means this, like I told you, under root 1 plus sin x whole square, a square, then this square and square root will cancel this, and then you will have this 1 plus sin x inside. Similarly, this b square, its whole square, and then square root will cancel, then 1 minus sin x plus 2 ab. A is 1 plus sin x and b is 1 minus sin x, that you have already written. And denominator cancel, as I told you, cancel, this cancel. So 1 plus sin x minus 1 and then plus sin x. So this minus 1 and plus 1 cancel. So in the next step, We have this minus sin x, and this sin x also cancel. 1 plus 1 2, and this 2 again is there, so we will take that common. So this 2 and 1 plus 1 2 went out of this, so 1 plus 1 2. From here we have taken 2 common, so 1 is inside, and plus 2 we have already taken common, so under root this, look at here, inside the square root, a plus b into a minus b. So what will happen? A square minus b square, 1 minus sine square x, and the denominator is sine x plus sine x, 2 sine x. Now this 2 and this 2 will cancel, equals to cot inverse. Now 1 plus 1 minus sine square x, cos square x, and then that cos square will cancel with this square root, so we will have cos x. So 1 plus cos x upon sin x. Got it? Okay. Then equals to cot inverse 2 cos square x by 2 upon this. I have already explained cos x. The value of cos x here they have put as 2 cos square x by 2 minus 1, and this 1 is already outside, so this 1 and this 1 cancel, so you will have here 2 cos square x by 2, this much only, and the denominator is sin x, so that formula sin x is equal to 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2, so that we have substituted here. Now 2 and 2 will go away, and then 1 power of cos will cancel with this cos x by 2. Now we have cos x by 2 upon sin x by 2, which is nothing but is equal to cot x by 2. Cot inverse outside, and then cot x by 2. Now cot and cot inverse will be removed, so is equal to x by 2. That was our target. Equals to right hand side has proved. So looks very complicated, but within 2-3 steps the question got simpler. So that's all about this question, important one. The next one, question number 11, is also like 10th question. 11th is also like question number 10. So tan inverse root 1 plus x minus root 1 minus x upon under root 1 plus x plus 1 minus x is equal to pi by 4 minus half cos square cos inverse x. So that we need to prove. So this question can be done in 2 ways. One is a rationalization, other one is a trigonometric substitution also can be done. So taking left hand side, that is tan inverse under root 1 plus x minus under root 1 minus x upon under root 1 plus x plus under root 1 minus x. Put x is equal to cos 2 theta. What will happen? Because here we have 1, 1, 1 everywhere. So when we will put this x is equal to cos 2 theta, sometime we'll convert it into 2 cos square theta minus 1 or 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Then theta from here, cos inverse x is equal to 2 theta, then theta is equal to half cos inverse x, that we will put at the end of the question. Now tan inverse 1 plus, we have given substitution, cos 2 theta minus 1 minus cos 2 theta square root, and the square root of 1 plus cos 2 theta plus under root 1 minus cos 2 theta. Now is equal to, now here I explained this step, 1 plus 2 cos square theta minus 1. This minus 1, this plus 1 cancel, so we have 2 cos square theta that we have written here. Now for this 1 minus bracket start, this cos 2 theta will be converted into sine, so 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So this 1 and 1 cancel, minus minus plus 2 sine square theta. Similarly in the denominator. So now root 2 from here we are taking common, and from here root 2 also from here and from here, so that will be cancelled with numerator and denominator. So before that, root 2, this is outside, cos 2 theta, square root of cos square, and this square root of this sine square, sine theta, cos theta and sine theta. Next step, root 2, as I told you, taken common and cancel this root 2, all cancel by after taking common. But and this cos theta minus sine theta upon cos theta plus sine theta. You should remember, in a few of our previous questions we have solved one such question. Since outside is tan inverse, so our aim is to bring tan inside so that those can be removed. So now we have cos theta and sine theta. So what we have done there, we had done in last few questions, dividing numerator and denominator by cos theta, cos theta, cos theta and cos theta. So these two will cancel, and here we will have tan theta. So that we are going to do 1 minus tan theta upon 1 plus tan theta, and this is formula tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. So which is equal to tan inverse outside, and 1 is, as I told you, x, and this tan theta as y. So tan inverse x minus tan inverse x means tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse y, that is tan theta. Now is equal to tan inverse 1 I had already explained, but once more I am explaining tan inverse, and 1 in the form of tan will be written as tan 45 pi by 4. Then tan and tan inverse removed, so pi by 4, and tan inverse and tan removed, so you have theta only. Now one thing is remaining, that value of theta. Now this is equal to pi by 4, and value of theta is half into cos inverse x. So then this half cos inverse x, with this we prove the right hand side, hence proved. So this is all about. You should practice again and again, then only you will be able to click all those trigonometric formulae, or about the terms or the concept of the substitution. When you will practice, automatically it will come. It is not a matter of one day or one night. Next question, 12th. 9 pi by 8 minus 9 by 4 sine inverse 1 by 3 is equal to 9 by 4 sine inverse 2 upon 3. So for this solution, let us start taking left hand side up to here. So that is 9 pi by 8 minus 9 by 4 sine inverse 1 by 3. 9 by 4 present in both, so we'll take common. So 9 by 4 outside, and pi by 2 minus sine inverse 1 by 3, which is equal to 9 by 4, 90 minus cos inverse x is equal to 90 minus sine inverse x is equal to cos inverse x. As you have this sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So when you will take this cos to this side, that means 90 minus sine inverse x. As per our requirement in the question, we need to subtract sine inverse. So we are taking 90 minus this sine inverse, we are taking to the right hand side, so we will have cos inverse x in the left hand side. So that we did here. So 9 by 4 cos inverse 1 by 3, equation number 1. Now let cos inverse, this is inside the question, cos inverse 1 by 3 is equal to x, so cos x is equal to 1 by 3. So sin x, you are knowing sin square x is equal to 1 minus cos square x, so taking square root, so under root 1 minus cos square x, and cos x is equal to 1 by 3, so 1 minus 1 upon 3 whole square, which is equal to 3 3s are 1 minus 1 upon 9, so is equal to 9 minus 1 upon 8, so which is equal to 9 minus, so here 1 minus 1 upon 9 equals to 9 minus 1 upon 9, which is nothing but 8 upon 9, and square root of 8 is 2 root 2, and square root of 9 is 3. So 2 root 2 upon 3. What is this? Cos inverse 1 by 3. So cos inverse 1 by 3 is equal to sin inverse 2 root 2 upon 3. How and why? That we have already written here. Cos inverse 1 by 3 is equal to x, and what was x? That you have already understood. Now this is cos inverse 1 by 3 as we have supposed in the question, and from here, from this and this, x is equal to, taking sin inverse both sides, so x will be equal to sin inverse 2 root 2 upon 3. So these two we have compared, and we found this cos inverse 1 by 3 is equal to sin inverse 2 root 2 upon 3. Then from first, this is first. Instead of cos inverse 1 by 3, now we'll put this value here. So that is 9 by 4 outside, and instead of this cos inverse 1 by 3, sin inverse 2 root 2 upon 3, which is equal to right hand side, hence proved. That's all about question number 12. Next question, solve the following. Question number 13th, 2 tan inverse cos x is equal to tan inverse 2 cosec x. You have to solve, means you have to find out the value of variable, that is angle. So for the solution, 2 tan inverse cos x is equal to tan inverse, you are knowing 2 tan inverse x, formula is 2x upon 1 minus x square. So instead of x we have here cos x, so that formula we have used, tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square, and the right hand side is as it is, tan inverse 2 cosec x. Next step is 2 cos x upon 1 minus cos square x is equal to 2 cosec x, as tan inverse and tan inverse removed, as we have taken tan both sides. Now general trigonometry, 2 cos x upon 1 minus cos square x is equal to sin square x, and cosec x is equal to 1 upon sin x here. So this is 2 cos x upon this thing. So this 2 and this 2 cancel, this sin power 1 will cancel with this, so equals to cos x, this cos x here, and equals to cross multiplication is equal to sin x, dividing both sides by cos x. So this is 1, and here sin upon cos is equal to tan x. Tan x is equal to 1. We are knowing tan 1 at what degree you will get, at 45, tan pi by 4. So tan x is equal to 1. This implies x is equal to pi by 4 as tan removed from both the sides. So that is the solution of question number 13. Question number 14 says tan inverse 1 minus x upon 1 plus x is equal to half tan inverse x. Let us go for its solution. Tan inverse 1 minus x, same thing. Now this is tan inverse 1 minus x upon 1 plus x, can be written as tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse x, as tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. What will happen? This formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Here if it is plus here, then plus, otherwise if it is minus, then here it will be minus, here will be minus, and here should be plus. So in our case it is minus, so we'll take this tan inverse x minus y. Tan inverse x minus y. What is x? 1. And what is y? X. So if tan inverse 1 minus x upon 1 plus 1 into, here we can write 1 into x, so that means x into y. So this is equal to tan inverse x means 1 here, and minus tan inverse y means x for this question. Okay, clear? Then this implies tan inverse 1 means here the value 1, instead of that 1 we can write tan pi by 4, so tan and tan inverse removed, so we have pi by 4, and minus tan inverse x, that we have taken to the right hand side, so half tan inverse x plus tan inverse x, so half plus 1 is equal to 3 by 2 tan inverse x, which implies tan inverse x, 2 to the 4 and 3 to the 6, so pi by 6. Tan inverse x is equal to pi by 6. This implies x is equal to tan pi by 6. X is equal to tan pi by 6 implies x is equal to tan pi by 6, 1 upon root 3. That is solution. Next question number 15. Sine tan inverse x. This is MCQ nature. So we have 4 options. So we'll go for this question. For the solution, let tan inverse x is equal to y, then x is equal to tan y. X is equal to tan y. Then for sine y, just to concentrate here, tan y, this angle is y, and this can be written as x upon 1, so tan theta, tan y is equal to perpendicular upon base. So hypotenuse should be by Pythagoras theorem 1, this square of 1 is 1 plus square of x is x square, so under root 1 plus x square. Then if tan y is equal to x, then sine y perpendicular upon hypotenuse, so x upon under root this 1 plus x square. I hope it is clear. Then sine and tan inverse x, the question, equals to x upon under root 1 plus x square. So that means option D is the right option. Next question number 16 says sine inverse 1 minus x minus 2 sine inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Then find the value of x. So out of these 4 options we will have one out for this. So solution is the question, and then implies minus 2 sine inverse x. We have taken this sine inverse 1 minus x to the right hand side, so 90 minus sine inverse 1 minus x. So that identity number 1 we will use once more. Minus 2 sine inverse x will be equal to 90 minus sine inverse x cos inverse 1 minus x. So this minus 2 sine inverse x as it is, and this 90 minus first identity Sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So 90 minus sine inverse x will be cos inverse x, and instead of x we have here 1 minus x. So cos inverse 1 minus x. I hope it is clear. Then taking cos both sides, we get what we get? Cos, taking cos, so cos minus 2 sine inverse x and cos inverse 1 minus x. Why did we take cos? To remove this cos inverse. So then implies cos minus theta. As you know, cos minus theta means fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant cos is positive. So cos minus theta is plus cos theta. So this minus eliminated. So cos 2 sine inverse x, this one positive, is equal to cos and cos inverse removed. So we have 1 minus x. Then implies now cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. This you have studied in 11th standard. So cos 2 theta is equal to, now instead of theta we have sine inverse x. So cos 2 theta, that I am going to write here 1 minus 2 sine square, and theta, instead of theta we have here sine inverse x. So 1 minus 2 sine square theta, theta is sine inverse x, is equal to right hand side 1 minus. Next is 1 minus 2. Now as you can write here, sine square theta can be written as sine theta whole square. This you must know. Sine square theta means sine theta whole square of sine theta. So that we did here. 1 minus 2 sine square. Instead of this square here we have put for the whole question. So 1 minus 2 sine and theta, and then its whole square is equal to 1 minus x. Then inside this sine and sine inverse will be removed. So 1 minus 2 and then sine and sine inverse gone. So square of x square is equal to 1 minus x. Then implies minus 2x square, 1 and 1 cancelled, so is equal to minus x, and then minus and minus is also cancelled. So taking this x to the left hand side, 2x square minus x is equal to 0. Then x taken common, so 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Here we will have, as we have two factors, so we will have the following two conditions. Either x is equal to 0, that is this one, or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. If 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, then 2x is equal to plus 1 and x is equal to 1 by 2. So now interesting thing starts here. Now you have to check which of the following option 1, 2, 3 or 4, which one is true. So for that, now look at here, x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1 by 2. So 0 and 1 by 2, it is written here that may be true, or in other things x is equal to 0 only, so 0 only can be taken, or x is equal to 1 by 2, that may be also true, 1 by 2. So these three options are we are very close to the answer, and these three looks also very much associated. So for that we need to check. What we need to check? We need to check this equation, this particular relationship. So if x is equal to 0, first thing we are taking, okay, this x is equal to 0, then we put the value of x in the left hand side of 16th question. So sine inverse 1, since x is 0, and minus 2 sine inverse 0. So this sine inverse sine pi by 2, as 1 is pi by 2, minus this sine 0 0, so it is 0. So sine and sine inverse removed, so is equal to pi by 2. So x is equal to 0 looks true because it is our right hand side. Okay, now let us check this x is equal to 1 by 2. X is equal to 1 by 2 in this left hand side. So sine inverse sine inverse 1 minus 1 by 2. So 2 minus 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 minus 2 sine inverse 1 by 2. Sine inverse 1 by 2 and minus 2 sine inverse. Then we have 1 sine inverse here, sine inverse 1 by 2 and minus 2. So we will have 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus sine inverse 1 by 2, which is equal to minus sine inverse sine 1 by 2 at what degree? Sine pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 gives 1 by 2. So now sine and sine inverse cancel, so we will have minus pi by 6, which is not our right hand side. So therefore this x is equal to 1 by 2 is not a valid value for the question. So x is equal to 0 only is the right option. So the right option is option C only. Okay, so we have the right option is C. That's all about this wonderful question number 16. Now the question number 17, very simple and interesting, very simple, small. Solution: sine tan inverse, this whole thing you take x and the whole thing you take as y, and simply you put that formula tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. You will get out of one out of these four. So tan inverse x upon y minus tan inverse x minus y upon x plus y. We will use that formula tan inverse x minus y. Now instead of x we have x upon y, instead of y we have x minus y upon x plus y. Similarly 1 plus x into y, that is this thing. This is equal to tan inverse LCM y into x plus y, and here also y into x plus y. Later these two will be cancelled, taking LCM x into x plus y minus y into x minus y, denominator y into x plus y here, and then plus x into x minus y there, equals to tan inverse x into x plus y minus y into this thing, same thing. We'll go for the next this thing question, next step of this question, that is this one, equals to tan inverse multiplying these two cancel, and x square plus xy minus yx, so these two cancel, and here also these two cancel. So in the numerator x square plus y square, in the denominator also x square plus y square. That means these two are also cancelled. Tan inverse 1 and 1 is at pi by 4. So tan inverse tan pi by 4. So tan inverse and tan removed. So we will have pi by 4. That is this value of this question. So the right option is option C, what was given in this MC. So that's all about this exercise, miscellaneous exercise, important one. And so as about this chapter number 2, inverse trigonometric functions. We complete this chapter. I hope you understood it fully. nicely. Thank you.